I wanted to pick your brain and get some perspective on the
Yeah,
first time I met you was at our Filipino family reunion in Michigan, right? Yeah,
yeah, that was like 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure,
yeah.
a little
And
over two. Yeah,
I kind of asked Kevin this in a way, um, and I think it's like super interesting because that is, I feel like that's like a movie. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you're going in to this family reunion to see everybody for the first time. It's like a different culture, right? It's a different it's a whole different thing. Uh
yeah,
and I know that because I didn't grow up in the culture either. So like I just know that my two families are completely different in a way.
yeah. We're
Uh
pretty opposite. Yeah.
and so uh first off, when you're saying, "All right, I'm gonna go to the family reunion," what um what prep did you receive, and what did you expect?
um, Prep wise, I don't really think it was like that much because, especially like traveling with Elisa's side of the family, like her mom or dad and everything, is pretty much just like go.
Hmm.
So it's just more of it, just like get to the airport, let's get on the plane, we'll get picked up, go into Battle Creek.
Uh huh.
That's
Like
just how it
Elisa
was
didn't
too. So it's
like
all
give you like, "All right, this is my cousin Nick. This is Nick and Nate. They're twins." Like nothing.
negative amount. Yeah, no, nothing. Yeah. No,
Elisa, come on, man! You gotta give her the give you like the breakdown of like, all
dude, I was
right,
out
don't
there with
don't
nothing,
like here's the tea about this and that. She didn't give you nothing.
nothing.
She just threw you
She
into
told
the
me that
deep end.
like her and Kiana were, yeah, because I mean like her and Kiana are like close, or like they hung out a lot growing up too. So I would like know or like hear of Kiana prior to that too. But
Hmm.
yeah, other than that, no, it was really, I had nothing to go with. It was
So
just
you're
more, it
just
was just
like,
like meeting everyone for the first time. I was just trying to remember names. There's a lot of
dude,
people going there too,
I wouldn't even
but
pretend to remember people's names. Like I've tried. I've tried. It's just
yeah,
not something that my brain just locks down. Now, if we have a conversation, I can remember the conversation, what we talked about. But when, for some reason, when it comes to names, like terrible. Like I remember you, were you born or something in Hawaii? Right, you're from
yeah,
San Diego. Like I remember those things, but like names, like so bad at it.
I'm kind of the
Terrible.
same way too. You even have people at work, like I pretty much just know like the people's names who like I have to know, and then everyone else, I'm just like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah. So you got zero prep, and she'd even give you like a heads up on like cultural differences or anything like that.
no, I honestly grew up. I mean, growing up in Hawaii, like I
Hmm.
was like a lot of my friends and everything are Filipino, but also it's just like I was young, so it's not like I retained or like was super. I don't know who would like remember a lot of it too, but
Hmm.
yeah, it really wasn't that much either too. It's just more of, she pretty much told me it's like they like to eat and they like to like have fun, and I was like, all right. I was like,
Those are two
I
things
was
that I
like,
enjoy. Yeah, that's good.
yeah, yeah, I can go off that. But yeah, there was really no prep. Like
Mm.
I didn't even think I asked really like her mom or Derek or Matthew or anything either too, because I was still trying
Mhm.
to. I was, I mean, we haven't been seeing each other like, it was a couple months, like I would say like 5 or 6 months,
Mhm.
maybe seven prior to that too. But I was still trying to, I was like trying to get like Derek and Matthew to like warm up to me still too. So it's just like,
Yeah.
man, now I got to take on like all this too, which is fine. Like I like, yeah, I love it. I love going
Yeah.
out there. Those family reunions are fun, but
Yeah.
it was definitely way more intimidating the first time.
Yeah, I feel like if it was me, I would definitely be like nervous and like
Yeah,
uh at least like when you went, you had like Kevin, like Sydney's fiance Kevin,
yeah,
who's like a good talker and easy to talk to, and
yeah. He's really
you know,
open.
yeah, really open, easy to talk to.
He's like one of those guys we were talking about, where it's just like someone who's just like really easy, like
Like
they can
really,
just kind of
yeah,
chat it up with someone too.
yeah,
Let Kevin do the work and like,
yeah. And I feel like
but
so. What it was also is like that was the first time the whole most of the family gotten together in like maybe 10 years. Like it was so,
wow,
like a
yeah,
long time. So, um, like so Elisa, like, and it was the first time the cousins got to reconnect in like since we were like little, like super
yeah,
little, like I'm 5 years old or something like that, like super young. So there was a little bit of like, all right, I know we're cousins. I mean, I'm closer to everybody. I know everybody, but there was, people that were like, all right, I know we're cousins. I knew you 10 years ago. Like, who are you now type of deal. So it was kind of like
yeah,
everybody was kind of trying to get to know each other and, and kind of figure that stuff out. Like, I mean, Sydney and Lisa and Kiana didn't really grow up together. Alexis didn't really grow up together. So there's that. And Rachel was, I mean, Rachel knew people, but Rachel was pretty new um, to it, but she was close with Kiana already, so that helped. Um, but yeah, that I just think that I would be super like nervous, and I think you did a pretty good job of trying to be helpful and willing to talk to people because I feel like uh, for me, like I can have a conversation with anybody
yeah.
really, but I'm not the best at, like I said, starting the conversation and walking up to be like, "Hey,
Initiating
man,
it,
I'm
yeah,
Nick. What's going on? How's it going?" Da 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 da. But I was pretty impressed of how you handled going into it all, and you were super helpful, and the worst thing that like people can do is just like be like um I guess like you want to in the first situation I would think like you want to be like seen and like smile and like talk to someone but like don't take away from anything. You know what I mean? That type of deal.
that's kind of what I was trying to do. I was trying to be like, hey, like I'm here. Like if you need anything, let me know. But I was just like more. I kind of figured too because I guess like maybe she did tell me it's like, or I think maybe Elisa's mom said something about like the first time that like a lot of families getting together. So I mean like I was there as like a guest and everything too. So it's just like I obviously wanted to get to know everyone, but I
Mhm.
didn't like I wasn't trying to get in people's ways or it's just like I didn't
Mm.
like know what relationships are like for something for like in between
Yeah.
people or stuff too. So
Yeah.
it's kind of figuring that out. But
It's probably
I know
more
we're doing
enjoyable that you don't know those, like the politics of it
yeah,
all, because then so many things could just go over your head, and you're just like,
oh
oh,
yeah,
everything's good. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because I think like one of the things that I try, I know we have like there was like that tournament of different games and stuff, and it's like I
Yeah.
can honestly feel pretty confident in like ability to like play games or like athletics or just like
Yeah.
anything too,
Hmm.
except for basketball. Like I really can. I can set picks and I can I can pass you the ball. I can play defense like decent, but it's like do you get that ball out of my hand?
Hey,
But
as long as someone plays defense, you're straight, no matter
dude, I'm
what.
your guy.
That's
Yeah,
it. As
I'll take
long
that
as
charge.
you don't need to shoot, you don't need just know your role. That's all we ask.
Strictly a role player in that sense. Yeah, but I just tried to I don't know. It's not like I just wanted to like. I mean, it was a lot of fun too. Like that was a good thing. It wasn't just like everyone just like. It was a lot of fun and like a lot of things to do. So it's like
Hmm.
you can catch people while they're having fun. And I feel like
Yeah,
when you guys are both having fun, it's easier to just like
yeah.
engage.
Like I said, the best way to make friends is through activities.
Yeah,
Like,
I
all
agree.
right, we're on a team now. Like we are like in college, like beer pong. Hey, you want to go do it?
Yeah,
Like they whatever. Like an activity is like the way to like break the ice in a way,
yeah,
and that was like super fun that we did that. The one thing that when Filipinos get together, like at least I don't even want to generalize it. My family gets together. There's so many activities,
oh
and
yeah,
it goes by so quickly. And we always try to jam all of the fun things into a very short amount of time, and all the types of food in a short amount of time. So
Yeah.
like, oh, we want steak and Filipino food and pizza. Let's all do it within an hour. Like,
Dude, I remember that day that they I think it was that first one when you guys roasted like the whole pork too,
yeah,
like the whole pig, like
yeah,
that. Like there was already so much food in that too, and everyone's just
yeah.
like,
More
"Here's a
food?
whole pig. Yeah, let's start breaking this thing down."
I know we always do like too much, and honestly, I wish that we didn't do so much. And it's easy for an outsider to come in and be like, all right, this is like a distraction from like everybody just sitting at a table and having conversations. But
Yeah,
when you're constantly doing stuff, it's hard to just be like at the end, be like, man, I really didn't get a chance to really talk to this person as much as I wanted to because
you're
we
just
were
constantly.
going back and forth and doing stuff. And it's kind of like the
Yeah,
same thing with like the weddings and the same thing with other stuff. And um but yeah, but it's always like good fun and stuff like that. What was your impression? How do you think it went afterwards?
like afterwards, in like what sense?
Like, did you get on the plane and you're just like, like, was
Well,
it
I think
work?
it's funny because Elisa got sick and then she got me sick. So
Yeah.
I remember then we left like super early too because I think a bunch of people got sick or I don't know, but it was I think like how you said it was good too. It's like as an outsider, it was kind of like a like getaway. It was like fun and everything too. So now I was just kind of thinking like everything is going back, but I guess a
Mhm.
lot of my mind it was just more of us like thinking of like I sound stupid when I was talking to this person. Like
Yeah.
I was wondering if like people like what they thought of me or something too.
Yeah.
Because I mean it's important too. Like I wanted to make a good impression as Lisa's family, and like I wanted to it's a get to know them, but it's like b
Mm.
like to show them it's like I'm just
Yeah.
trying to be like stand up guy, like normal person too. I'm not a psycho.